the heart. It's our inner compass. And I'm going to show you how to listen to it in an indigenous way. This is a gift of indigenous people of the Americas in particular, but it's known all over the world. Close your eyes a minute. Go inside. Put your intention in the middle of your body. And bring to mind, let's say, somebody that you don't like to be around for some reason. Now don't think about why. Just notice your instinctual response right there. And notice what happens in the middle of your body. To the tissues, to the muscles. Then let that go. Take a deep breath and think about someone you love to be around. And notice what happens there. And then let that go and bring back the other experience of the person you don't like being around. And notice what happens in the middle of your body again. And then let that go and bring back that experience of being around the person you love to be around. If you're paying attention, there's a physical difference. Okay, you can open your eyes. This is the little guidance system. And because the Great Spirit is in the heart of each being, it's in the heart of each cell in your body as well as in the center of you. And so it's always directing you in an instinctual, intuitive way onto your path. You can get up each morning. Maybe you have to go to work, so you have to do this in the evening. But you can create your free time. You can decide how you want your day to go or how you want your free time to go. You can simply look right here and listen to what it's inclining you to do. And it will draw you towards things that are fulfilling inherently and away from things that feel wrong. This is like your moral compass, your individuation indicator. If you just follow this, your life will come onto its true path because the Great Spirit is in there. It's not about selfishness and ego. That's this beast up here. The mind thinks it doesn't have enough, and it thinks it's the only game in town. So it's always telling you to get more. You need more. You need more money or more security. You need another $1 billion. Or you need more power. Or you're not good enough, you don't have enough. It never says, nice job, you're doing just fine. Because there's this condition in the mind that is always judging. And it's a source of much human suffering. It's the desiring mind that Buddhism talks about. And the indigenous peoples know about that. You don't let this run your life. You turn this into a servant of this. It's a good thing to have a mind to think with, to be able to plan and strategize and so on. But you don't let it set the agenda. You don't let it set the values. That comes from here. So shamanic way of life, shamanic path, is all built around listening to this, honoring what comes, thinking about how you might make it happen, and protecting it until it's established, till it has manifested. So the blue man that Blackout talked about, that was greedy and wanting, that's up here. And the red man, color of the heart, that's here. But the mind is not evil. It is simply a source of suffering by default. And we can clean it up and we can make it a servant of the heart. This is why I chant and pray and I smudge with the sage and incense to help clear the mind a bit and remind me of who I am and where my center is. It's the heart of shamanism, really. And we all want to live from here. We may not all know it, but we all do. And that's why shamanism now. Because Mother Earth is waking us up to the heart, asking us to open the heart. to become more attuned to all of life, not just our own, but to all of life. Shamanism is resurrecting and recreating itself because Mom Earth says so. You can think of Mother Earth as the feminine side of the divine, or the Pachamama, the manifesting side of nature. And you can think of the Great Spirit as the Heavenly Father, but they are one. And so it is the Great Spirit that is resurrecting shamanism. I've met a lot of obstacles along the way. People say, you can't call yourself a shaman. Who do you think you are? And through my periods of initiations with different tribal peoples, I've been judged, discriminated against because of the color of my skin. And finally, as I got really, really good at walking the shamanic path, I realized that was just a bunch of hooey. They could think what they want. It no longer mattered to me. And that was a sign that a death and a birth had taken place. That I was coming into my own now, and I didn't need the opinion of anybody else to decide. And paradoxically, once you are there, once you are totally free and living from your center, you know the Great Spirit is directing your life. It doesn't matter what somebody else thinks or says. You have the compass now. You know where true north is, and you follow.